What's up, YouTube? Today we're gonna go over what's in my camera bag 2022. But before we get into it, let's run that intro. Alright, let's go. We're gonna start off with the bag first. This bag is the PGY Tech One Mode backpack. This backpack has been pretty good to me. It's very functional. It gets the job done. I've been having it for a little over a year. I haven't had any complaints about this backpack. You know, it comes with a little bag that's inside of it. We'll get to that later on what I use that bag for. But let's start on the outside of the backpack and I'll show you guys what I have. So I have the strap here that I use just to hold JBL Clip 3 speaker. This speaker comes with me on every shoot. I don't use it on every shoot. I have two other speakers just depending on the situation. If I got like a quiet shoot where I'm in like a residential area shooting at night, I'll use this. It's loud enough, but it's not loud enough to disturb the neighbors or, you know, in a public place. So I'll use this. I have a Sony speaker, about yay big. I don't remember the name of it, but that's a great little Bluetooth speaker. And I also have a roll around Bluetooth speaker that I use. That's pretty much it on speakers. Start off on this side of the backpack. So on this side I keep the gray card, white balance cards. So I like to set my white balance in camera so I don't have to do all that extra work in post. Let me set this to the side. In this pouch I also have small rig toolkit. This thing comes in handy, like handy. So when you're taking your camera on and off of, going from handheld to gimbal, you know, this thing comes in handy. It has all the tools you would need to do that. You could actually get on the plane with this thing. I had another kit that had a knife on it. I couldn't get on the plane with it. They took it, but this here, they didn't take. It's actually great. The top right here is another pocket. On this side, there's a zipper right here. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's another storage. I think this is RFID, but I don't really use it. Up in here, I have business cards, so I keep that with me. Something else. Oh yeah. The battery, 9-volt battery I keep in here for the other microphone I have. Not the one that's in the bag, but I usually bring it with me with my main gimbal. So I keep an extra battery here to roll video mic. On the outside of the bag, you have on this side you have access to the camera bag. So the bottom one will let you access this bag I was telling you about. So you can pull this bag out from here, but I'll get to that later. This right here is great because you have battery compartments, and this little knob right here. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's green. When you put a bad battery in here, you just turn it to red. That's a great feature. You don't want to grab a dead battery and put it in your camera thinking you're ready to go. And in this top pouch, you can access your camera, quick access to your camera, or you can configure it however you want. That's the great thing about this bag. But I'll get to all this once we get inside the bag. On the front of the bag, there's a zipper here. And this is great. Trying to travel light. Can't bring a big gimbal. Stick a little gimbal in here. And in here I have the Weebill S gimbal. It and all its components. This is a great little gimbal. So I have a side handle for it, you know, the plate, the side handle, cables, all that over here. I think that's all in the grip, the little grip. Yeah, I use the Weebill S on smaller projects. So when I'm in tight spaces inside of a house or something and I need gimbal shots, it's a smaller gimbal, I can get in tight spaces. So I use that in those type of situations. Later on I'll show you my main gimbal. But yeah, it's a great little gimbal. Let's get inside the bag. Let's go inside the bag now. And I looked at this bag. I wanted a bag that it opened from the back. That way, if I'm in like a outside situation and you know the grass is wet or whatever, I'm not laying it on its back to open it and then putting it back on my back and my back's all wet. So I could lay it on the front, and this material is great. It's like a waterproof material too. But I could lay it on its front, open it from the back, and then when I put it back on, I'm not getting myself dirty or wet or anything like that. So this also has a slot for laptop. I don't really bring my laptop with me because my laptop is pretty heavy, and it will weigh it down a lot, being that I have all this up here and in there also. But I think it holds up to a 16-inch laptop, which is pretty great. If I'm traveling, I will bring it, but if I'm just going on a shoot, I won't bring my laptop. We'll start at the top of the bag. It's where I keep my filters and a couple other things. We'll start off with this filter here. This is a star filter set. It's actually one of the first accessories that I bought for my cameras when I was just starting out. So it's not the best quality, but it gets the job done. So what this is you screw it on the front of your lens, and if you're shooting at night where there's, you know, like headlights on a car or street lights, it'll give it that star effect on the lights. So it's like a 4-star, 6-star, and 8-star, I believe. I've found that it doesn't really ruin the quality of the video. So the filters are pretty decent. But yeah, I haven't used it a whole lot, but it comes in handy and it's in here if I need it. This is a UV filter. I've used this when I first started out shooting. It doesn't really make a difference in the video, so I stopped using it. I just keep it in my bag. But yeah, I don't really use this. And these two, the most used filters I have. These are variable ND filters. So I have a 62, I believe, millimeter. It's ND 72 millimeter. I'm sorry. K&F Concept. Both of these are made by K&F Concept. And I bought it for my main two lenses that I use, and we'll get into those too. But yeah, and then in this one, I have a couple extra. This is another K&F Concept ND filter. I don't know if you guys can see this, but let's see if I can do it. I don't know if you can see through that. Yeah, these are great, especially if you're trying to get that cinematic shot. I keep a couple SD cards in here. So yeah, these get used a whole lot. Up here I have a cleaning kit, which is the little duster. Clean off your sensor, lens, dusting rag, spray, Q-tips, clean off your lens. Yeah, keep that up there because you never know when you see a spot on your lens or anything, you need to clean it off. This is my running gun mic that I use all the time. If I just need good scratch audio, I'll use this one, the Rode VideoMicro. It's a great little mic. It does the job. Just put it on top of the camera and go. I think that mic was like $60. I think that still holds up till today. This is just a clamp that I had, I used for the other gimbal. Some of you guys might know what gimbal I'm talking about. I'll show you a little later if you don't know. But yeah, I use this for either putting the monitor on top of the gimbal or a light or anything of that sort. Here I have two of these. I keep these with me. You never know when you need extra lighting. This is I don't know how to pronounce this. I guess it's Soonpho or something like that. It's an RGB video light. I have two of these in my bag. But yeah, it's full RGB, bicolor. And I mean, this is at 10%. This thing is pretty decent. It's pretty bright. This is 100%. I change the color. So these come in handy. I keep the charging cable in each bag for it. So both of them have a bag and a charging cable. Yeah, these are great. Adds a little spice to the scene. I usually have them. I had them in the background of my last video. All right, let's get to the main body that I use before we get into lenses. So my main camera is the Sony a6400. This is a great little camera, and on it I have a Sony 18-105 f4. This combination is great because the lens is stabilized, I believe. It gives you great footage. The only downfall with this lens is it's a f4. It is constant f4, but it's still f4, so it's not great in low light. So this is my main setup. When I do need low light, I have another lens in here that's great for low light. My backup camera as of now is the Sony a6000. This is still a great camera in 2022, especially for stills. I take a lot of pictures with this camera. This is a great, and it has battery grip on it, so you know, snap away. It's not as fast or good as the a6400 in my opinion, but still a great camera. I keep, you know, battery chargers for the Weebill S, HDMI cable for a monitor, and Sony NPF battery chargers. Lenses. So the other lens that I have, my low light choice, when I can and when I am shooting in low light, I have this Sigma 30mm f1.4. This thing is a beast in low light. That f1.4 aperture helps out so much, and it's so sharp. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about this lens. It's not stabilized, so you know, it needs to get the best out of it. You need to put it on a gimbal or tripod or something like that. But this lens is my go-to lens when I'm shooting in low light, portraits or video. I also have the kit lens, This kit lens, surprisingly, is not as bad as people say it is. I mean, you get what you pay for. I bought this kit lens used for like $100, but it's a great little lens. 16 to 55. It's a variable aperture, but you can get away. When I first started, I only had this Sigma 30mm, and that's what made me fall in love with it, because it was just so great at so many different things: portraits, video, nighttime shots. Just, it was great. And the only other lens I have in here is the FE 1.8 50mm. This is a great lens. The autofocus is not so great with this lens, but this is a great lens for pictures and B-roll. It's king of B-roll. It's not quite a 50. It's not a 50 on the APS-C lineup. It's closer to an 85. But that's what makes it fantastic for portraits. You get that bokeh in the background. This is the compression of the focal length. It's just great, and it's an f1.8, so really good. All right, so I think that's it for the inside of the bag, besides the pouch here. So this bag comes with this pouch. There's no extra charge or anything. It just comes with it. And this pouch, surprisingly, for as small as it is, it holds a lot. This bag, this little pouch, let's just start at the top right here. So there's a zipper right here. So I keep a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. See all this? I keep all this in here. There's just a ton of thumb drives and a reader, USB hub at the top part, and then up here. So this actually extends up to give you even more storage room. So you could take this and just pack this out, and instead of bringing the whole backpack, you also have it also comes with a strap that you can just bring just this switch if you wanted to. So inside of here, I just keep a couple cables because I want to keep this as small as I can to close it down and put it inside of the backpack. So yeah, I just keep miscellaneous cables in here, chargers, stuff like that. Let's close that up, and then let's get to the big spot. I keep my drone in here. I actually fly the DJI Mini, the original, not the Mini 2. For what I do, for what I use it for, it's more of just establishing shots. 2.7K is good enough. I export most of my videos in 1080p anyway. So I think for now the Mavic Mini is good enough for what I do. In the future, I do want to upgrade, but as of now, this little guy is perfect. I did get the Fly More combo, so you get the drone controller. You get three batteries, charger, charging cables, and brick. You get extra props and extra little thumbsticks. I also picked up the Freewell ND filters for this for the Mavic Mini. This thing comes with ND4, ND8, ND16, and I think this is ND32. This is CPL filter. So you got 4/8/16, and then you got the same thing but with the PL. So this comes in handy, especially if you want to get the cinematic videos for on your drone. You need to have ND filters to get that shutter speed right. That will help out a lot. So yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. This what I have in my camera bag. Well, you know, I have the phone for flying the drone also. That's pretty much it. If there's any questions, just leave it in the comment. Yeah, see you guys in the next one.